KCTV, welcome back. We're going to be conducting some street interviews today. The question of today is, does chasing happiness lead you into a trap? Chasing happiness a trap? Just in general. We're just going to see what kind of answers we can get. Yeah. Boom. Perfect intro. Nailed it. These guys right here. Fellas, would you guys like to partake in a street interview?
We can do it right now. Sorry, yeah, we on a bit.
No worries. Hope it goes good. Let's get these guys right here. How's it going, guys? Would you guys like to partake in a street interview? Simple question.
Yeah.
Understand, he was faking being deaf, I think.
Who the fuck does that, bro?
That's very interesting. I remember I did that when I was like 14 or 12. I don't know about 57 or 60, however how old he was. Well, shit, can't win them all. Would you guys like to partake in a street interview?
Nah.
Fine. Do you guys like to partake in a street interview? Just a quick, simple question. It's a simple question.
Okay.
Nothing controversial, nothing political. Simple. Is chasing happiness a trap? Yes or no?
I mean, I think there's nothing else you have to do in life except for that, even if it doesn't work out. So I wouldn't say it's a trap, but
Even if it leads. Sorry.
I think you can get trapped in it if you don't let yourself be happy where you're at and you just keep chasing something. Then, yeah.
What do you think that'd be? Like chasing what?
Whatever any individual wants in life, you know, maybe they have a certain career opportunity they are chasing after, or whatever life goal any individual has.
Is that something you experience like firsthand, or is it just something you've seen from like a friend or family?
I'd say I probably get trapped in trying to chase something instead of noticing what I've already gotten.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That's probably the most intellectual answer we've gotten this whole time. You have anything else to add to that?
I don't think so.
Well, thank you guys for your time. Okay. All right, it was nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. Would you like to partake in a street interview?
what?
It's just a simple question. Basically, is chasing happiness a trap? Yes or no? Is chasing happiness a trap?
It probably could be a trap, I guess. Like, what do you mean? You just get stuck in an ongoing routine of trying to be happy?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it could mean multiple things, but I think most commonly it's seen as something like, you know, somebody has an idea that they're so focused on, they, you know, kind of neglect things around them to chase an idea. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think when I think of a question like that. Maybe you've seen something else firsthand, though, like a different experience that would match that sentence or match that question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but back to what you said, chasing an idea. But chasing an idea would be different than chasing happiness. Well, no, because I guess you could be happy in chasing your idea.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you could get definitely distracted,
Get distracted.
and you could lose sight of anything else going on.
Most people so far tonight have said it is not a trap. How do you feel with that?
I don't know. I think it probably could be a trap. Honestly, it probably could be. You could get stuck in the cycle of. It's kind of like addiction. You can get stuck in a cycle of, you know, wanting to be happy, or, you know, what the world says or whatever. Maybe somebody who's suicidal, and you try to find anything and everything just to find a happy moment in a day, and it's like it just, you don't, it comes and it goes. You know what I mean? So yeah, trying to find happiness just in one single day, you know, is difficult. Yeah, it could definitely be a trap.
That was probably the most insightful answer that I've heard all night.
Really?
Yeah, when you said chasing it in one day, I think that's very aware.
Yeah.
That's actually a very deep statement. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
You can donate to my GoFundMe account, facebook.com. Look up Larry Farr, my brother. I don't know if he's too trustworthy, but he does have an account on Facebook. Yeah, so Huntington's disease, raising money for Huntington's disease. diagnosed with cancer. So I'm raising money for cancer as well.
I'm very sorry to hear that. That's also a nice thing of you to do. What was your name again?
Sin, S-I-N.
Sin. It's very nice to meet you.
Sinister
Thank you.
Sin.
I like that. That's very fun. All
Well, I'm
right.
glad you stopped by because it was nice seeing you and meeting you, and you made me smile. So there.
You're so welcome. I hope you have a nice night, Sin.
Thanks. You as well.
Would you like us to blur your face in there, or are you good with it?
I'm here.
Awesome. Okay.
It's whatever.
All
If
right.
it looks bad, don't do it.
Okay.
Use
All
your
right.
best judgment.
I will. Take care. Very nice lady. Extremely nice lady. Sir, would you like to partake in an interview? All right. Sir, dandy young man, would you like to partake in an interview? Ah, okay. Good luck with it. Who knows? Would you guys be okay with partaking in a street interview? A simple question. Up to you. It's a simple question. Is chasing happiness a trap, and why?
Chasing happiness is not a trap. And you should always chase your passion, because then you'll just live a passionate life.
I like that one. Are you do you speak from personal experience in that one, or is it just something you've seen, maybe, anybody?
Yeah, I'd say I speak from personal experience, the struggles of, I guess I know what it's like to not live a passionate life. So that's like helped me enlighten to, living a good, happy life. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your passion?
Right now, I like music. I'm a musician. I've been a musician most of my life. Play guitar, astrology. I'm a Pisces, and I love trading in the markets.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, options, futures, stocks, everything.
That's cool. I play guitar as well. I mostly play like metal and stuff
nice.
like that.
I play all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else to add?
No, I appreciate you asking me, though. Thank you.
It's very nice to meet you.
You too, my friend.
What a cool guy. We're running into some cool people out here today. Victims right here. Here we go. Fellas, do you guys like to partake in a street interview? Simple question.
Sure, why not?
Is chasing happiness a trap, and why?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Is chasing happiness a trap?
No.
Why?
So when you are chasing happiness, you are fighting for your own goal and for your own personal respect.
That's a great perspective. I like that one. That's a very passionate answer. What do you think?
What was the question?
Is chasing happiness a trap, and why? You guys are next.
No, they're not allowed to be on camera.
Oh, okay.
Is chasing happiness. What was your answer?
Goals.
I mean, it's a trap unless you're like, no, it's not a trap. I don't really have a reasoning either. I always try to chase my happiness as much as I can. So, I don't know. Yeah. Not too deep, not too much into it. Yeah.
That's probably the happiest response we've gotten all day. You're probably one of the happiest people. But yeah, shoot. You guys have anything else to add to that, or any social medias you want to shout out? This is KCTV, one of the greatest TV networks of all time.
You guys going on TikTok?
No,
Oh.
TikTok is crazy.
not for us.
Just stay safe, please.
You guys have a good night, okay? I appreciate you guys coming in.
Absolutely. God bless you both.
God bless you
Take
too.
care. All right. That was kind of an odd one. I don't know. It was good though. What? It's a fucking nerdy ass dude driving that car too. That's how it goes though.
Hard ass trap music.
That's how it goes. Sir, would you like to partake in a street interview?
What's up?
Yeah? No? Okay. No worries. God bless. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to partake in a street interview? She said, no, I'm good, thank you. Hello, guys. Would you guys like to partake in a street interview? Simple question. Are you sure? I think he's sure. Hello. Would you guys like to partake in a street interview? It's a simple question.
What's the interview about?
So basically, this is on KCTV, biggest TV networks of all time.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Anyways, simple question. Is chasing happiness a trap, and why?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it is a trap. Because
Why?
I don't think we have this peak idea that everyone can be happy all the time, and I think that's bullshit. Excuse my language. But I think we have to be more happy. I guess, or more content with the ordinary, I would say.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. I think generally I agree. I think we should still all try to. I think pursuing happiness is important, and a lot of people don't pick that as their number one priority, which I think is a really good priority to have. But I think it can be a trap in that if you're only looking for that, like it's not going to be that all the time. And if you write things off because they're not always good, you might be missing out on something that actually could be good in the long run, just because it has a bad moment here and there. But
Those are great answers. Those are great answers, guys. Anything else you'd like to add on to that?
Get better at being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, thank you guys. You guys have a great day. That was a pretty good one. That was a great one. Sure. Would you like to partake in a street interview? Okay. Simple question today.
Yep.
Question for today is chasing happiness a trap, and why?
Well, I mean, I'd say it's like one of my top priorities in my life, for sure. I've like made big adjustments to my life to make sure that I continue on and focus on my happiness, which is important to me.
That's a great answer. What would that be? Is that like your passion? Or like a career?
I mean, 7 years ago, I had a big fancy house in a fancy community, and I decided to move into my RV initially, and then that led into living in a van for the last 7 years. Now I work, I've had an awesome business, I work for an awesome job, and that's led into living in the van for 7 years, which led into really cool experiences like being on...
Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I just crush all day long. So out here right now, up from Canada.
No way.
Yeah, just doing like the little volcano tour, skiing all those. Led to do Naked and Afraid a couple times. Yeah.
No way. That is. The
and it just
thing
like
ever.
I feel like it's whatever you focus your time, effort, and energy into is what you're gonna get like a return back. And I can say that I'm extremely, extremely happy with my life.
That's awesome.
But is it a trap? I think it's really funny that you asked that, because when you have a lot of time to travel around in a van and do adventures by yourself, you have a lot of time to reflect on that.
That's true.
And I feel like society today is so incredibly stimulating that
That's a good answer.
our dopamine set point gets set to such a high, unrealistic standard. And I think that... I didn't...
Guys bombing through.
No worries, man.
Race car.
Hopefully he's happy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like social media definitely takes people's happiness for a ride, because they just see the highlight reel of everybody's life. So
That's a great answer. I think you are actually the first person who's brought up social media and a very stimulating society, which I fully think is true. I lived in LA for a little bit, and everything is just bright colors everywhere. It's like it's just so easy to just get lured into everything.
Yeah, always chasing the next hit. You might not remember, you might be a little younger than me, but do you remember by any chance the game Oregon Trail?
I don't think so.
Okay, so when in like kindergarten to grade 6 for us, it was in the 90s, and there was a game, and it's like press 1 to do this, press 2 to do this, and it was this whole mission going across the Oregon Trail.
Yep.
And it is like painfully boring, slow, and unstimulating. But for 7 years, from kindergarten to grade 6, you'd have like your computer lab time. It was like the highlight of the world. If you or I had to sit down and try to play that game today, or any kid for that matter, they couldn't last 2 seconds.
That's funny. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's like our level of stimulation, and like you said, like colors, bright lights, the next thing, how big and flashy it is. Like we just can consistently chase that, and there's no time for stillness or like you're always stimulated. And I always say like, in order to know yourself, I think you need to spend some time alone. And I think most people don't do that. They just jump from distraction to distraction.
That is probably on point. That's cool. I fully agree with that. It was really nice to talk. Do you have anything else you'd like to add on to that?
No, it's really cool.
Social
You guys.
medias,
Michael Dietrich, Mountain Mike on Instagram. So
yeah, KCTV.
Awesome. Cool.
Gonna be one of the biggest TV networks of all time. Yep.
That's where it's at. So hey,
Mike.
Yeah, thank
nice
you very
to meet
much.
you. It's
very
Casey.
Nice to meet you. Awesome, man. Hey, it's really nice to meet you. KCTV.
KCTV. Right in front of this Toyota Tundra, all-time classic. KCTV, thank you for watching. This was a very insightful and informative street interview today. I was just pointing at a random dude, but yeah, this was a good one. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. KCTV Network out. Good. Here, let's do an intro right here. But yeah. Well, on the other side of things, how was everyone's day? Is it good? As good as it should be? Let me know, leave a comment. But yeah.